Hey Seekers, and welcome to a new video. Today we'll be doing my TBR for April, which is the month of the OWLs Readathon. So this is the second time I filmed this video because I usually film with my phone, and last Tuesday, I think, it broke and I couldn't recover what was there. So basically I lost a bunch of videos and now I'm having to refilm them again. So yay. As I said in the start of the video, today I'll be talking about my TBR for April, which is crazy because apart from the normal OWLs Readathon, I still want to read more, and I'm doing kind of another readathon at the same time. So yeah, I've gone mad. So let's start talking about the OWLs Readathon. If you don't know what this is...
Why?
I'll link the explanation video over, let me think, over there. Over there, right? It is over there. But this is basically a readathon centered around the OWLs exams that happen in year 5 of Harry Potter. And this is the third year and it's so cool. And yeah, it's amazing. I did it last year and I really enjoyed it. There's also another readathon, which is the Newts in August, but we'll talk about that later. So the thing is, I didn't participate in OWLs year 1, which was in 2018, and as I still wanted to do it, I decided why not do years 1 and 3 at the same time. And you could say that that's not by the rules and that I'm not able to do that because that's not possible. You cannot do 2 careers at the same time. Well, what I did was actually quite simple. First of all, I took my time turner, and as in Harry Potter and the Prison of Azkaban, I went back in time. Then I had an epic battle with my other self and made his body go away, and that's how I did it. So technically, I'm not doing 2 careers at the same time because technically I've already done the first one, and me has always been me, if that makes sense. So I got the prompts for years 1 and 3. This readathon works with a Wizarding Careers pamphlet, and basically you can choose a career every year. So this year I'm going to be doing Spellmaker for year 3 and Cursebreaker, which is for year 1, and it is here. So actually my favorite one is this one. So in the case I cannot read all the books I have planned, I'll just stick to this one and drop year 1. I think too that Spellmaker and Cursebreaker go hand by hand. They are they complement each other basically, and also I think the name explains what they are. Anything that you can do this year is seminars, curses and training, which are basically a bunch of extra things that you can do apart from the real career, and these add some more books to the ones you need to read. And the ones that interest me the most are the Animagus Training and Mere People Linguistics, which is this one. But as I'm reading all prompts either way, I'm going to do all of them because it doesn't add up. You cannot add more than the 12 you can read. You know what I mean, right? So let's start by year 3, which is the one that is actually happening this year. I'm going to try not talk much about the books I'm reading because there's so many, but for the Spellmaker career, I need to read 6 books. No, 7 actually, sorry. So the first one is for Ancient Runes, and I need to read a book with a heart on the cover or the title, and I'm reading The Heart of Darkness by Joseph Conrad, which is a short horror classic novel, if I'm not mistaken, and I don't know much about it. I just picked it up because I thought I didn't have any books with hearts on the cover, and I chose that one because the cover looked really cool. But after that, I realized I had more books that fit that prompt that I hadn't read. Either way, let's move on to a book that is outside my favourite genre for arithmancy, and I'm reading Casino Royale by Ian Fleming, which is the first James Bond book, and it is completely out of my comfort zone because it's a spy thriller and I haven't read one of these before. So it fits really well what I need to read. I also need to read a book while it's dark, and really, you could fit any book in that category, but still I decided to pick one, and that is for astronomy. And I'm reading Death Note Black Edition Volume 5 because I was doing a reread of this series and I wanted to progress, so I'm reading this one. You all probably know what Death Note is about already, and I think it will be very easy to read this while it's dark outside because it's a manga, even if it's pretty long. For charms, I needed to read a book that is white, or at least the background of the cover is white, I guess. So I chose Mirai Nikki Volume 8, which is another manga that I was reading, and this is basically a science fiction thriller series that I'm really enjoying it so far. And I chose another manga because I got so many books I need to get through, and mangas will help me as well as graphic novels. For a book that featured wizards for History of Magic, I'm reading Harry Potter 3, which is the theme for this readathon, and obviously I had to read at least one Harry Potter book in a Harry Potter readathon. I need to go to sleep. So, quick update from the me from the past. I have changed some things from my TBR. So I just cut out the things that are outdated, and I'll tell you what is the current situation basically. So I think the only changes I've made is that before I was going to read Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets for Care of Magical Creatures because it has a rooster on the cover, but now I'm reading Crabbit and the Sorcerer's Mill instead of that because it has a raven, and because I was planning to read this book last month but I wasn't able to. So that means I'm going to read Chamber of Secrets for History of Magic, I believe, and then Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban I'm going to read for Transfiguration. So back to past games. And also I forgot to say that for divination I needed to read a random book, and this is the one that came out of my wrap TBR, and I would put the clip that showed me opening it, but I lost it. So what are we going to do? Okay, got the one I'm going to read. Number 10. Okay, the book I need to read is this one, and let's unwrap it. I thought it was going to be this one. Okay, funny story. Okay, I already know which book this one is. It is My Heart and Other Black Holes. And the thing is, you remember when I said that I didn't have any books with heart on the cover? Well, apart from this one. But as it was wrapped, I didn't know which one it was, and I couldn't unwrap it. So now I'm going to read it anyway for the divination category. Yeah, divination. And this is my friend Zizi's favourite book. I think, no, it's not her favourite book, but it was recommended to me by her. Let's move on now to the books I need to read for the seminars, courses and training. And for Defense Against the Dark Arts, I needed to read a book that is set at the sea or at the coast. And The Grim Grotto is the 11th book in a series of unfortunate events. And as displayed in this beautiful cover, it is set at sea. So yeah, I'm really excited to read this one because I really liked all of the previous ones, and I really want to know what happens at the end because there's so many questions open in this series. For Muggles studies, I needed to read a contemporary, and I'm actually buddy reading autobiography, yeah, I said it right. And this was a present by my best friend for Christmas 2019. And I was going to read it last year, but I didn't. So I think this is the perfect opportunity. For a book that started with an M for herbology, I chose Mrs. Dalloway, which is a book by Virginia Woolf. And this is also a classic, which I hadn't read before. And I have had it in my shelves for so long, at least 3 years. And I have wanted to read it for a long time. For Care of Magical Creatures, I chose Harry Potter and Chamber of Secrets. And finally, I needed to read For Potions, a book under 150 pages. And this one is 64 pages. and is the yellow wallpaper. And let's do a final sprint for the books that I'm reading for year 1, which are Spellmaker for Ancient Runes, Banana Fish Volume 1 for Arithmancy, Tokyo Ghoul Volume 9 for Charms, The Penultimate Peril for Defense Against the Dark Arts, Howl's Moving Castle for Potions, and The Cat on the Hat for Transfiguration, which is a really popular children's book that I hadn't read before. I actually haven't read any of Dr. Seuss's books. And apart from all that, I also need to read some books for school, which are Doña Perfecta, Marianela, The Picture of Dorian Gray, and Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. And now finally, I'm also going to reread the Percy Jackson series by Rick Riordan because I decided to buddy read with a friend basically every book that Rick Riordan has published. So I'll leave a link over there talking about this because yeah, it's too long to explain now. So if you liked this video, make sure to leave a like down below, subscribe and follow me on my social media, which will be linked down below. And yeah, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!